Daniela, and I will be discussing the history and governance, purpose and function, and structure and components of the Resident Assessment Instrument, or RAI dataset. The RAI was first implemented when changes to the Social Security Act were made in 1987 by the Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act. This change required that the Secretary of the Department of Health and Human Services specify a minimum data set of core elements for use in conducting comprehensive assessments and to designate one or more resident assessment instructions based on that minimum data set. The RAI is a federally mandated standard, and in order to remain in compliance, long-term healthcare facilities must conduct an assessment for every resident at the time of admission, as well as during designated times during their resident stay. The RAI is used to collect demographic and clinical data in long-term healthcare facilities that care for Medicare and Medicaid covered patients. The data collected is then used to develop care plans for each resident and determine further levels of care as appropriate, as well as for payment purposes and quality of care reviews. The three main components of the RAI data set are the minimum data set version 3.0, which is MDS 3.0, the care area assessment process, which is CAA, and the RAI utilization guidelines. The MDS is described as being strict and extensive and contains 20 required components. Some examples of these required components are mood, health conditions, the use of restraints, and correction requests. Each of these components must be addressed in order to remain in compliance.